so much for tuning in. I said tuning in for tuning in to my webinar right now. If you have an Instagram or Facebook, go ahead and screenshot, tag me. It's just Bree on Instagram. That way I can share your profile and I can follow you and I know kind of who I'm talking to. But right now, we're going to be talking about how to build a profitable Airbnb business without owning property. And I feel like that is a lot that everybody keeps asking, how are you doing it? So again, I've been doing this for 6 years. I own and operate over 30 properties, and I have earned over $1 million in this industry. So this is like my bread and butter. These are my kids, if you really want to be honest. Um, so I kind of want to engage with you guys. Where are y'all, watching from? If you could go ahead and chat, where y'all coming from, so I kind of know who I'm talking to. I already know some people are in Washington City, so I kind of want to know who I'm talking to, so I can kind of figure out y'all market. And I'm paying attention. Let me look at the chat as so. Okay, we got some Florida. Wow. That's a vibe. Okay, Seattle. Okay, okay. Hey, Sam. Okay, we got some Charleston. Okay. So right now we got everybody commenting where they are living at. So we kind of get a sense of where is everybody at. So we got some Charleston, we got some Houston. Okay, I'm in Houston. I'm born in Indiana, but I'm in Houston. Okay, so moving forward, thank you so much for coming. These are honestly, these type of presentations are more for people who just want financial freedom, want more income, want to build a business of their own. But they also never was they never got out this they never got out of the mind system. So the fact that you are here today tells me that you are different from everybody else and you taking the first step. So congratulations. Listen. So let me ask y'all a quick question. You're here because you're ready to stop waiting. You finally build a business that creates more income and freedom, right? Right in the chat. Am I right? Am I wrong? Let me know. Because we all want some money, but the thing is, we want financial freedom. So let me know in the chat. Okay. So today I'm going to share the exact strategies I use to generate over $1 million through Airbnb and how you can use the same framework to build your own profitable Airbnb business. But if it's okay with you, at the end of my webinar, I want to have a time together, maybe about 5 minutes to go over one thing that will really help you duplicate the system for yourself. Is that fair? Comment in the chat if that's fair. Just let me know. Let me know. I see some head nods, but let me know. Comment because when y'all comment, it boosts my energy and makes me like, okay, we talking. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody on mute, but when you comment, it helps. Okay, so this works even if you don't have a property. A lot of people say, I don't have a property, I don't have the money, I got a 9 to 5, and I'm just trying to build a future, or you just limited with experiences or resources, or you just don't have the perfect credit. Let me tell you, I'm just a girl from the hood, didn't have no perfect credit, nor did I have the money, but I still made a way. I know it. Okay, so this is still for you. So today's goals is with our time together, I'm going to show you how to build an Airbnb business using proven framework that you can also use. Create an additional stream of income. Also build a business that give you more freedom and flexibility. Is it okay with y'all? Are you guys ready? Comment in the chat. Y'all gotta comment in the chat so I know who I'm talking to. Like, yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay. Cool. So we got some movement. Okay, now let me ask y'all a quick question. So imagine if you finally had found a way that is starting to build you financial freedom and you've been dreaming about without even trying to figure it out alone. Like, tell me, what does that look like? Instead of feeling stuck in your job that you don't love, that we all know we just doing it just to live, you could actually have a business that gives you earnings and consistently. Like, what would that feel like for you? Like, would you be able to travel? Would you ever do enough for your kids? Would you ever buy a dream car? Would you ever buy a dream house? What would that look like for you? Let me see. I'm looking in the chat. I'm looking in the chat. They said, yes, I'm ready. What would that look like for y'all? If I was to show you everything and you was to get it, say in like 90 days. Not even 90 days, because it don't even take that long. I hate when people say you get it in 90 days, but it's just based on everyone's, situations. Okay, let me go. Now, What would change in your life if I had a proven roadmap that showed you exactly how to build a successful Airbnb business instead of trying to figure out everything on your own? What would that exactly look like? Like, what? Tell me how would that would change your life? Down below, put in the chat. Okay, let me know if this sounds familiar. And this is what describes you in your situation right now. Because I'm gonna tell you at the end who I was. A, you've been thinking about starting an Airbnb. B, you've been overwhelmed about all this information you see on Instagram, YouTube. C, you just been waiting. Like I just need some more money. I need more experience, or I need the perfect timing. Or D, you're ready to build the extreme. Like you're ready to build the stream of income, but you just don't have a clear roadmap. Which one of y'all? Let me know in the chat. Okay, somebody said I'm ready to travel, buy a house, set the success for the kids. D, I was D. I feel like I was more of a C girl. Like I needed some more money, I need some experience. Like I feel like I just wanted to be perfect. D. Okay, so we got some people that's ready, just need a flow mat. I got you. I got you. Don't even worry. We about to, yeah. He's like kind of C. Okay, cool. Now, you're not the only one. I promise you. Like I was low key all of them, but really like see. Now these challenges are common. Don't think you just out there by yourself. But the biggest reasons aspiring entrepreneurs struggle is honestly they're just constantly not knowing how to actually launch or grow a profitable business that will actually work. So let me show y'all. I went through the same thing. Look, I went from trying to sell lashes, the bottle girl, selling hair. This was my life. I was trying to fight the feeling of like, you know what, let me just start with this, then I can do this. Like, no. Sometimes when God has a calling for you, you just gotta do it no matter like if you don't see it through. You just gotta, one, you gotta get a mentor, you gotta get somebody that's really gonna help you. So I was where you were. So I was doing everything that I was supposed to, learning, researching, chasing opportunities, as you can tell, but I still feel like I was trying to figure out everything on my own. And the worst part is, I knew I was capable of more. Like, have you ever been somewhere or around people? You like, I ain't, this ain't me. This is not me. I know I could be better. I know I could be further, but you just don't, you're just stuck in that mindset. Let me know if y'all, if that's you in the chat. Let me know if that's you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Sam, you said that's where I am right now. I just feel like, yes, like we're done trying. You're in the right place. I got you. I literally got you. So next is, but the good news is it's an easy fix. All you need is a clear, repeatable framework that actually works, that you can confidently identify the right opportunities, build the profitable business, and create more freedom. That's it. Without owning a property, guessing your next steps or trying to figure out alone, it's not going to do it. I promise you, it's not going to do it. Like I did it so many times, you're not going to do it. Like it's better to find someone who's already doing it that can tell you like no, yes, no. But we're going to get there, right? This actually works. The exact framework that helped me generate over a million, blah, blah, blah. What helped me generate over $1 million in Airbnb is the same framework that I'm about to show you. Like that I made six figures year after year after year. Like I use the same system. Like now that I fixed all my problems, I promise you now I'm making 20K a month. I'm making 141,000 a year. Like I'm a super host. Like I'm making 10. Like the numbers don't lie. This is where you actually can be. And this is where I am now. And I'm telling you, like, if you don't follow the systems that I'm telling you to, and I hope y'all got y'all pen and paper because it's only gonna get better. I'm about to chew this down. And if you don't have the systems, like I literally lay in bed and I wake up to the money. I have once they check in the next hour, I will show y'all. I have bookings right now that's coming in. And I'm not doing anything. Anything. They know how to get in. They don't know how to get in the door, everything. So I'm gonna show y'all. Now, this is Marquise. Marquise is one of my first clients when like back in 2019. He didn't start with a portfolio. He didn't start with anything. He started with one Airbnb. I promise you, just in 60 days later, he had two properties. And then after that, he got his third one. He partnered up with his best friend. And now he has over four properties making six figures and continuously going. So when I say it gets addicting. It's going to get very addicting because you're going to see it. You're like, oh my God, Brie, can I quit my job? I'm like, no, 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 don't. I'm going to tell you when I quit your job. After helping dozens of people start their entrepreneur journey, I realized one thing. Most people was literally taught the wrong way. And I learned that through myself. Watching YouTubes, watching all these people, a lot of people are gatekeeping. Like they're not telling you the truth. So, what you are told is buy your property first. Don't do that. Save more money before getting started. Figure out on your own. Watch YouTube. Be on social media. No, that's no. Do not do that. I promise you. That is not what you're gonna do. But then you just end up feeling overwhelmed. You like, okay, she said this, she said that, he said this, da 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 da. No, you're spending months without making progress. You're waiting for the perfect time, and you're actually not even getting started. Like it's so frustrating. Am I hitting the right points? Let me know in the chat. Like, have y'all been getting the same feeling? Let me know. Let me see. I want to see what they say. You're super overwhelmed, sound right now. Why are you super overwhelmed right now? Okay, Sam said, that's really where I'm at. I feel that I need the support. I have the information, not the right person to help me out for real, for real. Okay. Anybody else? Let me know in the chat and I'm gonna keep going. So, yeah, it's so much information and it is a lot of guidance. For sure, you need the guidance. So, like I said, if this sounds familiar, let me know in the chat. Like, yes, this sounds exactly what I've been going through. If that is, let me know because this is the perfect webinar for you. And when I tell y'all, we about to get into it. We just touching the surface right now. Like touching the surface. Okay, uh-oh. What am I doing? Okay, now the truth is, it's not about you being capable. It's just really just being taught how to, it's really being taught the wrong way. You just been taught the wrong way at the wrong places. Like, I got you. We about to show. So let me ask you a question. If watching YouTube videos and learning from social media was enough, why isn't everybody successful? Have you ever thought about that? If everybody's doing the same thing you've been doing for months, years, why are they not successful? Do anybody guess that? Let me know in the chat. Cause if it was me, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch all these YouTube videos. Why at the end of the 48-minute video, I'm still lost because they're holding back information. But also, the information alone doesn't create results. Being active and proven and using proven roadmaps actually do. Like what I like to say, get in the field. Get in the field actually works. So put it like this: building furniture. If you was to throw away the instructions on bed on like your desk right now, you'll be wasting time, you'll be making mistakes, and you probably most likely got to start over. Why? Because you didn't use the instruction and you didn't actually use the blueprint that was even given to you to show you how to actually build the furniture. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. Nods, yes. So I personally had to learn the hard way. Learning the hard way. And just yes, I'm a girl from the hood, but when you feel like you are out of resources or you have limited resources, you have to bump your head a lot. And that's why I'm here. I'm like, okay, I'm done pumping my head. I've been using my same system and I'm where I need to be. So I wasn't struggling because I didn't have the ability. I wasn't struggling because I didn't have the system. Once I recognized people were getting results from following a formula, that's when everything changed. Like everything changed. So I became obsessed. I started focusing on mastering entrepreneurship, real estate, Airbnb, years of real world experiences from wins, losses, and everything along the way. Literally. So when I got to here, like y'all, if y'all was to see my life right now, it's crazy. Yes, I go through my ups and downs, but this is my life. I live my life. I make money every day. I wake up to it. I can go to sleep to it. I don't have to do anything. These are real life numbers that I make daily daily. You got World Cup coming. You have so many events, concerts. Granted, I did move to Houston, so you able to learn the market here. Houston eats down. New York eats down. Atlanta eats down because they are popular states. But we're gonna talk about that a little bit more. Now, today I'm going to show you my exact framework that helped me build multiple success real estate, and that's through Airbnb and other revenues. So, are you ready? Are y'all ready? Comment down below. Like, are you ready? I need everybody. Yes, yes. Blow up the chat. Blow up the chat. Okay, Tiara. Yes, yes. Blow it up. Blow it up. Hi, Candy. Hi, Felicia. Hi, guys. Okay, so look. Now, why are you struggling? You are struggling because you don't have a solid foundation. And one thing about real estate, when I was young, my dad always, I used to find these houses all the time. My dad be like, look at the foundation, look at the foundation. I'd be like, what is the foundation? Literally, it's the bottom of the house. He would not invest into a house at the foundation was so like messed up. Why? Because you're gonna spend so much money trying to fix the foundation instead of trying to make it the house look cute. You know what I'm saying? So it's like building a house. If the foundation is not solid, everything you got going on does not matter. Your business is not going to flow like nothing. It's not going to flow. It's not going to be the same. So you're going to have to start over regardless. So you could try to do the first floor, second floor, make that pretty, but eventually the house is going to fall. And you're going to call and it's going to cost you more money. Does that make sense, y'all? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. This is fun. Okay, so today our goal is to literally show you how to build a profitable Airbnb business so you can stop wondering where to start building real financial freedom. If you are ready right now, comment me in the chat. Run it up, me in the chat. I'm waiting. Let me see who ready. Okay, Brianna. Hi, Brianna. Hi, guys. Me. Yeah, run it up. Okay, let me know. You are ready. Felicia. Okay. All right. Look, all right, Samsung. Okay, listen. What do you need to in order to build this profitable Airbnb business? Get your notebooks out. Get your notebooks out. Write this down. Because at the end, you're gonna have questions, and I want to go over these questions. There are literally 4 phases in order to be successful. Are y'all ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? There's 4. All right. Here's the 4. Here's the 4 reasons to be run a profitable Airbnb business. You need to be validate. You need to be different. You need to be different. You need to optimize. You need to have systems. Now we're gonna break down every single one of them. Write these down because we're gonna talk about them. Y'all gonna have questions. You need to be able to validate, be different. You need to optimize. You need to have a system. Does that make sense? All right. First, validate. In order to have a validate, think about college. You would not choose a college just because of the campus look beautiful, or maybe, or because they just have a good football team, right? No, you would ask yourself, would they prepare me for my future? Will I even get a return on my 4 years of my life? Now, with thinking about Airbnb business, it's no different. Don't invest in it because it looks good. Invest in it because is going to bring you money. Does that make sense? Don't worry about it. I'm going to go even deeper. Now, validation is not about finding the nicest property. The purpose of it is to help you identify the opportunities that's going to make you profit. So think about it like this. It's your job is not to find your dream property. It's to find the smart investment that's going to one, make you some money and risk your time. Time is money with real estate. I tell all my clients, time is money. We're not dragging our feet because at the end of the day, you're gonna be like, Bree, where's my money? Bree, I'm ready to make some money. Okay, well, if you're ready to go, let's go. And think about it. We're gonna talk about it in a minute how you're gonna make your best investment. But hold on, we're gonna talk about it. So here's what most people get wrong. People think that their success depends on finding the perfect property. No. You spend months on Zillow, browsing apartments, saving money on down payment, believing that the right property creates its own success. No, it does not. A quick question. How many of you have delayed getting started because you thought you needed to find your first property? Comment me. Am I by myself? Let me see. Okay, Tiara. Sam. Okay. Okay. She said it's the funds for me. We gonna get on that. We gonna get on that. I got you, friend. I got you. You don't think I got you? I got you. She said, don't you have to own a property? No, you don't have to own no properties to make no money. But it's cool. I got you, friend. I got you, Sam. Just wait. I'm gonna show you. All right. Now. The myth is finding the perfect property. People think that finding the perfect property is what makes a Airbnb successful. No, it's the opportunity. You have to write down opportunity. Opportunity equals money. Opportunity equals profit. Opportunity means that's me. I need to lock in. That's what it is. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, so say you're at the ocean, right? And you're trying to collect all these, different goals, or you're trying to, collect anything at the ocean. What you're gonna do is you're gonna filter out what you don't need and what you do need, right? So you can collect, because what you do need is what's actually is valuable to you, right? It's pretty simple. Now, most people think, well, I should say, most people validate off emotions. Would I stay here? Is the property even beautiful? Can I picture myself here? Take yourself out of this. You are now a boss. If you think like that, you're more of an employee. You're thinking as a consumer. You're no longer a consumer. You are providing. So I need you to think in like, okay, will my guests stay here? Do they feel safe out here? I need you to think like that. Now, validation isn't about finding the proper property. It's about making sure the opportunity is worth investing. Is it worth it? Is it worth my money? Is people coming here? Like everything. But we're going to talk about that. Now, me as a successful entrepreneur, I do not buy properties just because it looks cute. I invest in businesses because it may make sense to me. And I'm going to show you how, right? Now, the solution is every profitable Airbnb opportunity has three things in common. It has proven demand, strong owners, strong numbers, and the owner thinks like an investor. If it has a true demand, like when I moved to Houston, and I never in my life heard of Houston. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm from Indianapolis, and I never even heard. When I got off the plane 5 years ago, and I seen the airport, and I seen how many people was at that airport, I knew money was here. At the airport is packed like this, there's a demand here. So I had to stay here to figure out where is my money. So you have to figure out where is your money, and you have to put your property there. So go where the demand already exists. I'm already talking about this. So if you in Atlanta and you like, man, like y'all see on social media, can y'all stop moving to Atlanta? Can y'all stop moving to Houston? If you see people complaining about everybody moving there, there is a reason why people are going there. So you need to put your investments there. Don't put it in a small city where you live because it's down the street. Ain't nobody coming there but you and your people. Like, be for real. You know what I'm saying? You are looking for people that's already traveling somewhere because it makes you easier money. Does that make sense? Am I making sense, y'all? Let me know. Let me know. Because when y'all let me know I'm making sense, then, and if I'm not, let me know if I'm not. Let me see if I'm making sense. Comment, y'all. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Definitely. Okay. Okay. We're going somewhere. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now, number two, the biggest thing is letting the numbers decide. One of the biggest mistakes a lot of aspiring hosts make is falling in love with the property before understanding whether it's going to make them money. We do it all the time. It's like we fall in love with a house, but knowing we can't afford the house. We fall in love with an apartment. Then you ask the property manager how much it is. She said 23. Your whole budget was 18. You're out of budget. It's time to go. You know what I'm saying? We might like something, but it's not in our budget to actually even invest in. So instead of asking, do I love this property? Ask yourself, can this property realistically generate enough, hint, enough revenue to cover my expenses and leave me room for profit? That means, can this afford me, another property? Can this pay my rent? What I usually do is I used to find houses that could pay that rent and my rent, the house that I'm staying in. So I basically live in for free. Does that make sense to y'all? Let me know. Let me know. Okay, so when you are into the real estate, I was about to say real estate business, but it is real estate. Airbnb business, you have to think as an investor. Successful entrepreneurs don't get emotional. Like, I really don't get emotional. I will walk into a house, I'm like, oh, this is an Airbnb. Yeah, if you start getting into this industry, you will start noticing builders, contractors are starting to build these houses for Airbnbs. Like, the simple question I would ask is, does this move me closer to my financial goals? If the answer is yes, then get it. If the answer is no, then move on. Like, there's more fishes out the sea. Like if the girl's not for you, if that man is not for you, what we supposed to do? Move to the left. It's not for me. It's not going to benefit me. So why would I even invest my time? Right? Okay, now let's see this in action, right? Now let me show y'all. Comment right now below. Where's the city y'all want me to research? I'm gonna show you how I make my money. Comment what city you want me to look at, and I'm gonna show you how I find a property and I run my numbers. We got Houston, Florida, Atlanta, Miami. Oh, y'all give me some things to try. Mm, okay. So we got Florida, ooh, Philly, Atlanta. Okay, all right, let's do Atlanta. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Now we better go out of here. Now this is where y'all Jersey. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me see. All right. Let me know if y'all can see my screen. Hold on. Here we go. Can y'all see my screen? I don't know why I was doing that. Get big. Let me see. Okay, so we're gonna do. So this is Zillow. Now, let me tell y'all, when you get on Zillow, there I have multiple ways where I can make money, but I'm gonna show you on Zillow because a lot of people be on Zillow. So let's do. I'm gonna go out here. We're gonna do Atlanta. Well, we can do Atlanta. It's cool. Atlanta's cool, but I did learn that Atlanta is getting more strict on, their laws. Now, if I was on Zillow, I'm gonna run this through y'all because I'm giving y'all plays, right? There's about 5 ways you can find properties easy. One, Zillow. Cool. Two is go on Airbnb. See if you see like an apartment, right? This is a cheat sheet. You go on Airbnb and you go on, and it looks like apartment. Stroll all the way to the bottom, and you're gonna see a maps, right? You're gonna see a maps, and it's gonna give you like an insight where that apartment is. So what I will usually do is I will go on Google and type in apartments on Sam Street, apartments on this street. Does that make sense? Okay, so now if I was on Zillow, right? Uh, Zillow, I'm doing a 2 bedroom. I probably do 2 or 3, but if I was first to start, I do a 2 bedroom house for rent, maybe under 2,500. Okay, I got 3,500 um listings. Let's see how I go. Boom. Let me kind of move y'all out the way for a second. Sorry, y'all. Now, let's see. This sounds cute. Okay, this in my budget. Let's see. All right, boom. This a 3-2. This a 3-2 for 3-2 for only 2,000, right? Cool. It's cute. Now, what I'm gonna do, click here, copy that address, then I'm gonna go to AirDNA. AirDNA is gonna be your best friend. Not gonna lie to you. You copy and you paste that address, right? Boom. You put that in there. AirDNA is gonna bring you everything because it's for Airbnb hosts, right? You're gonna put it in there. Why it ain't going? Boom. It's gonna tell you everything. It's gonna tell you yay or nay. It's gonna tell you your projected revenue. It's gonna take your occupancy right now. Let me tell you. So you do a 2 bedroom, 2 bath. Now, me, I tell you, if I do a 2 bedroom, 2 bath, I could probably fit 4 to 5, 6 people, depending on how I design it, right? But AirDNA sometimes like, hey, this probably can only get you da 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 amount of people. So if I was to say 6 people, right? I could change it and I'm gonna update it, and then I'll be like, let me see, same thing. It's telling me the strength, the investment is high. Go ahead and get it. Don't do it just yet. Run it. We gonna talk about it first. It says projected revenue 31,000. I mean 35,000. Cool. Occupancy rate about 63. That's the bare minimum, right? Bare minimum. Okay, cool, cool. Now it's gonna tell me everybody around me. Y'all see that? Comment down below if you see what I'm seeing. 2 bedrooms, one and a half, 1 bath, two twos. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna tell you in that area where you at. I'm right here. It got all these around me. Okay, cool. But me, I'm unlocked. So I can see all this. I'm gonna be able to see all this. Now they tell you your expenses, your operating expenses, everything. That's how you really find where your money's at. Does that make sense? Oh, let me go back. Where am I on? I need to go back. How do I go back? Y'all know I'm out. There we go. I don't know. How I go back? Oh, there we go. Close window. Cool. Yes. Boom. I don't know. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I'm old school. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, I had to just close it all the way. You said a little bit. Okay, cool. But don't worry about it. I'm gonna show you more in depth. But that's how you basically run your numbers. Does that make sense? Is that an easier way for y'all to kind of understand how to run y'all numbers? Now let me go back. Oh Lord, I didn't logged out of my Canva, out of my whole performance. Child. Mm. Now let's see. Let's get us back on here. We gotta get back on the groove. There. Okay, there we go. Now we back in action. We back in action. Okay, so can y'all kind of see how that works and how you can find the opportunities? Does that make sense to y'all? So do I use a profitable calendar? Yes. So AirDNA is technically a profitable calendar. It does the math for you. Now, technically, what I charge mines. So for example, if the rent was $2,000, I would divide it by 30 days. Then I would get that number and I would times about 2.5 and it would tell me how much I should charge, giving me that range of how much I should charge every day for like my nightly rate to meet my goal. Because basically I'm charging double point 0.5. So that one will give me my money back. That 1.5 will put the money in the bank, and that zero point 0.5 will put money in my pocket, if that makes sense. Okay. Now, validations get you in the game, but being different helps you win. Creating an unforgettable experience and what separates you from everyone. Does that? Now, let's get into that. How to be different, Bree. Listen, let's break it down, right? You got McDonald's and you got Chipotle. Why do everybody like Chipotle and why people don't like McDonald's? Easy. Customer service versus it's the experience. Customer service. People like to go to Chipotle. Granted, it might be more expensive, but it's also people like the experience that they are giving. So you have to ask yourself, what am I providing to people? Why is people choosing you? You have to be able to separate yourself from dozens of listings every day. Guests don't book properties based on the same amenities. They book based on on experiences. Like people like to flex. When you go to a hotel, you booking because you trying to be cute, you trying to flex, like you're trying to do that. You're not gonna book no motel because it's cheap. You're not. Like be for real. You know what I'm saying? So having a beautiful property is enough. You could have two properties that looks the exact same, got the same pricing, same location, but it doesn't not do enough. Y'all can even have one can have a book calendar and the other one can be struggling. But Brie, how does that even make it different? Like, why does this even happen? It's because people do not focus on the futures alone. They book on experience they expect to have. So let me kind of give you an example. Like they're not looking for a bigger furniture. They're not looking for bigger TVs. They're not looking for all the more amenities. Trust me, that is not what's going to get you booked. But you have to ask yourself, have you ever looked at two Airbnbs that was almost the same price, but instantly knew which one you rather have? Let me know in chat. Have y'all ever even booked an Airbnb before? Kiana, yes, food is definitely better. Sound, he said every time. I'm trying to tell you, literally every time. So, yes, all the time. Come on now, we come on, we liked. Yes, period. So, your future guests don't book because they need you. They book because they looking for the experience. Like think about it. When we go to Tulum, we go out the country. We trying to get the best view. We trying to see who can give me the little puddles in the pool. Like we look. I'd rather book them than somebody with a little Airbnb that's just gonna give me the minimum. That I gotta pay extra to get the experience that this Airbnb is gonna give me under one price. You thinking? Cool. Now think like Apple. Everybody know Apple is experience. I mean, it's expensive, but they selling a whole experience. Like it's giving luxury, it's giving the vibes. And Airbnb, your Airbnb should do the exact same. It should feel that way. What most successful hosts understand is what your guest is researching. There are so many Airbnbs listed online, but yours have to stand out. If it's not standing out, it's not going to work, right? So a lot of people just try to fit in and try to stay under budget, try to just put one up and say they got one. If you blend in, they will stroll right past you. Does that make sense? Let me know if I'm making sense in the chat. Now, here's the solution. You have to create experience that's going to stand out. So what does that even look like, Brie? You have to design for your ideal client or guest. You have to create memorable details. You have to build a recognizable brand. Like you have to stand out some way or somehow. But let me show you. Let me show you. So, step 1, design what the guest is wanting to attract. This is asking yourself, what I do with all my guests, with all my clients is, what is your ideal target? You got to think about it. Airbnb has, they got themed homes where they got Disney cribs, Lilo and Stitch, like crazy homes. Then you got luxury homes that are beautiful, like white call clean. Then you got some houses that look gaming systems. Like you have to ask yourself these questions. Will this make my ideal guest feel like an Airbnb was made for them? You have to create a space that someone is going to like. So you have to create that space that you know they're going to fall in love with. Does that make sense? You have to create a wow factor. And some things are like the smallest things. If you follow me on my Instagram, you will see the little things that really gets my repeated customers coming back. A welcome basket, a coffee stand, even a bar, a handwritten letter, a picture like what I like to call a stepping step where people can like be on take pictures on the walls. Like you gotta give them something they can remember. Like, oh yeah, I used to stay at this Airbnb. It was cold. It had this and there. Girl, they not talking about them the biggest TV they seen. They not talking about oh the couch was cute. They careless. I promise you. They're not talking about that. They're not. So you when you are building an Airbnb, you have to think about a brand. You're just not putting up a house. It's about a brand. You're creating an identity. You're building a consistent experience. You're giving people reasons why to keep coming to you. Does that make sense? Let me know. If I'm talking too fast, let me know. I'll slow down. Okay, boom. Now look at this Airbnb. Tell me why y'all, if you would choose this, put it in the chat. If you would choose this, put it in the chat and why. I'm gonna tell you why already. Because I mean I'm pointing it out. Why would you stay here? One is beautiful. It tells me it's kids ready. It's family oriented. They got LED lights. They got arcades. The beds look comfortable. It looks like it's family oriented. It's just ready for us to lay down and tear it up. Easy, right? Granted, they put some money in there, but guess what the return is on the back end? The return end is crazy. Imagine how they want $2.99 a night. 299. Granted, the minimum is 4 guests, but when you hit more than 4 guests, it's probably gonna be $50 a head. So they at night, it's probably gonna be 450. You get what I'm saying? Do y'all get where I'm going at? Let me know if this making sense. Let me know. Okay, boom. What makes you different and unforgettable? Guests do not just book because of the mentees. They don't. It's an emotional connection. When you stop competing with everybody on Airbnb, then you're winning. You're no longer just an option. You're making it an obvious choice why to choose you. Do you get what I'm saying? So if this makes sense, comment in the chat because I just want to take a pause, take a water break, and let me know if that makes sense. Well, that water cold, water cold. Okay. Okay, cool. So next, now the experience, like I told y'all, it's not enough. Building a profitable business is another thing. You want guests choosing you. And that comes into the next phase, optimizing. This is where I win. You master your pace first. So when I told you at the beginning, when I was struggling, I was trying to figure out how to keep up, how to figure out how to keep guests coming. They optimized before I had to optimize before I can extend. So what does that mean? I have to figure out my rhythm before I can extend. If I don't have a rhythm, then I can't keep going. So what does it look like? So Other guests may choose your Airbnb, but the next step is optimization, right? So this is where you maximize your nightly rates, you keep your calendar full, and you increase your value for every guest. More bookings alone doesn't always create more profit. Optimizing every booking does. So once they're in, you got to get them in. You got to start upselling, kind of how I like to say. So most host mistakes, they try to stay busy. They're like, oh, I'm busy, busy, busy. I got all these bookings. I got more nights. I got a full calendar. No. They need to ask themselves, how can I make every booking more valuable? How can I upsell on this one week? Okay. So what I would ask myself is, my first instinct would be like, get more bookings, lower my price, buy the properties. That's what a lot of people think, right? Oh, if I just lower my prices, then people will book me. If I buy another property, then that property might help this property win. Does that make sense? Do y'all be thinking like that? Or is it just me? Okay. Now, the truth about growth isn't doing more. It's about maximizing what you already have. So if I had a two-bedroom, two bath, I'm going to ask myself, what can I extend to my guests to have them, one, extend their stay, or give them more value for the booking where I make more money out of it than just trying to get a little bit. Just like squeezing lemons. If I just squeeze it one time and throw it away, I didn't even get all the value out of it. But if I was to squeeze everything out of it, I will get everything I need. Your Airbnb works the exact same way, literally. So the solution is maximizing the value every booking. The goal isn't to get more bookings. It's not. It's how can I increase the nightly rate, improve occupancy, and also increase the revenue per guest. Cool. Let me break this down. So if I was to increase the value before I increase the price, what I would do is they pay more because they feel valuable. So that's better photos, better design, better amenities, and better, stronger reviews. So for example, when I had my clients, they be like, well, I feel like my property should be $200 a night. Why do you think that? You have no reviews. You still have to get better on your properties. You have to justify why people should be paying more. Does that make sense? You cannot book your first property and just expect like the most money. Like you cannot do that. You have to build the momentum. And in order to do that, you have to price with a purpose. The best host knows exactly how to price every night on the calendar, even though if it's creating a different value. A weekend isn't worth the same as a Tuesday. Like they say, today's price isn't tomorrow's price. So charge the right price at the right time, which means dynamic pricing, which I will teach you later. Now, revenue doesn't end after booking. It doesn't. So what I like to do is I like to do early check-ins, late checkouts, celebration packages. You got proposals, birthday, pet friendlies, like so many add-ons that you can increase for every guest that can increase your what I would say your profit at the end of the day. Get what I'm saying? So can y'all see why this works? Let me know in the chat. Let me know if that works. Does that make sense, y'all? Let me read. She said, yesterday's price is not today. Yes, Advil. Yes, yes, for sure. Okay, okay. I just want to make sure because sometimes I can talk fast and I just want to make sure that I'm really giving y'all the gems. But I'm giving y'all the gems. I'm giving y'all the gems. Now, my best and favorite part systems. Listen, this is what's going to bring you financial freedom. But in order to get financial freedom, you cannot just put one up and just say bye bye. We build systems that keep our business running. So, therefore, you have to focus on what matters. And you're like, okay, Bree, what matters? The next step is making sure the business is running without you. The goal isn't owning an Airbnb. The goal is to own a business that's create freedom. Okay, Brianna, how do I do that? Okay, I got you. Here's what most hosts gets wrong. Most hosts gets busy, they start building other businesses, but they spend their days managing bookings, answering messages, operating cleaners, all this. And I get it. The truth is, the goal isn't to do everything yourself. It's not. It's to build a business that runs without you. When I tell you, I have several bookings every day. No shade. I don't want to say I forget about them, but I be so far in my day that I have things like when I say strong, strong, like so strong. If you would think what I was thinking, but strong, strong, it's I ain't got nothing. I don't have to do nothing. It's like now the question is, how many you honestly believe if you stepped away from your Airbnb business for a time up and it will continue running successfully, do you think it will run successfully without you? Be honest. If you was to set up one time and you just walked away, like everybody think, you think it can run successfully without you? With the knowledge you have. Me, when I first started, no. I feel like I need to be at every booking, look at everybody, do the cleaning, everything. Yeah, I understand. No. Now, the control method is more people feel like they need to be involved in every booking, every guest, and every task. That's what I just told y'all. I just feel like I had to be more involved. But no, it's only that you only have to be involved when you don't have nothing set up. Like we talked about, if the foundation is not built, the systems is not systeming. I just made that word up. If the systems is not systeming, it's not going to system. You're not going to make the money that you think you're going to make. Okay. So, like, it's very simple. Build a business that's keep running even if you're not around. Think of a system. If you want, like back in the day, I don't even know how our parents did it. I'm taking pride of them. They had a map. They was doing what we have now is called GPS. How they was getting around the countries and states, they had to use a roadmap. And they had to follow a roadmap. Now, they was probably making so many errors just following that roadmap. We have a whole GPS. So look at it as that. If I had a GPS that takes me to A to Z without any mistakes, or less I did not pay attention to the lady said, turn left at exit 115, then that's our fault. But right now, if we have a system that we can actually follow that makes us save time and money, you will follow, right? Right. Okay. So a business shouldn't feel like a ball in a shackle. If your Airbnb can't run without you, you're chained to every property. That is why people are losing money because they're not doing it right. Everything. You just created you a job. So you might as well get you a W-9, W-4 because you just created you another job that you even asked for. Why? Because you didn't even set it up right. So what most successful hosts focus on, how can I do more? How can I systemize this? Who can do this? Who can delegate? How can I remove myself from this process? Systems create freedom. Does that make sense, y'all? Let me know. I just want to make sure. Thank you. Yes, 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 it does for sure. Okay, cool. Now, the solution is build a business that creates freedom. That starts with systemizing tasks, building the right team, scaling a system. But let me break it down to you where it really makes sense. Systemizing your tasks so you can read. Is this something I should be doing more or just one time? Successful business owners don't solve the same problem every day. I promise you, I do not run into the same problem every day. I be shocked because I this long in the field, I be thinking I didn't seen it all, but I have not seen it all because every day, if I'm not learning something every day, then I'm not learning. I have built, but the system I have built does not shift. It just be like little things like, oh, we need this. Oh, the power's out. Oh, this out. It's like, okay, 1 second. But I'm not jumping to everything. So the answer to that is I'll just answer every guest messaging myself. No, we do not message. I do no longer message anybody unless they're asking me something outside of my automated system. I create messaging templates that automatically handles it for me. Simple. I build it once, I eat forever. That's the motto for the night. I built it once, I eat forever. Literally. Now, when it comes to a team, you have to have you a solid team. That was one of my biggest things is finding a solid team from cleaning, from maintenance, like from landscaping, cutting the grass. Like that's the biggest things. Now, if you have an apartment, you don't have to worry about that because the maintenance is still going to maintenance. Okay? But you have to ask yourself, how can I do this? But no, I'm sorry. Instead of asking yourself, how can I do this? You're going to ask yourself, who can help me build this? Who can do this? Can my man do this? Can my cousin do this? Matter of fact, I don't even do family because family can kind of mess up the business sometimes. But if you find people like on Taskberg, on any other things, they can really help you grow. And if you tell them that you're doing Airbnb, they'll go down on the price. Now, you have to measure your success. Most people chase more properties, more revenue, but no, we're not doing that. You have to ask yourself, can this business run without me? If not, it's a job. And we talked about the goal is to build freedom, not more work. Y'all get what I'm saying? So, can you see this? Can you see why this works for you? When you start building a business that depends on you and start building a business that actually runs from you, growth creates freedom instead of work. Like I promise you, I have not worked in almost 8 years because I have built the systems that's helping me. Now, let's kind of recap. Was that good, y'all? Let me know. Let me know. Was that good? Was that good? Because we about to get into some more. Yeah. Let me know. Okay. Yes. Yes. She said you could go fast alone. You go farther with a team. Clack it. Yes, you go farther with a team. I'm trying to tell you. The right team too. The right team. Now, if I've shown you why so many Airbnb hosts struggle to build a profitable business, not because they lack an effort, but because they're missing the systems that actually creates a success. Now, I've shown you four pillars behind every successful business in Airbnb: validate, differentiate, optimization, and systemization. Now, what I have shown you is the starting point, but it does not determine the finish line. No matter your experience, the budget, your circumstance, if you're willing to follow my process and put in the work, you can honestly build a successful Airbnb business too. Like, seriously. Now, do you believe what I just showed you today is valuable? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely, absolutely. I can be silly sometimes. Okay, listen. Okay, would you agree that if you started your Airbnb business using those four pillars, and you will have much a better chance of building a portfolio, profitable business starting from scratch? Do you feel like what I just showed you, like, okay, I think I got a little, yeah, yeah, okay. Now, what would you do if I was to give you a complete step-by-step roadmap for launching and growing a profitable Airbnb business from finding your first property to building a business that creates freedom for you? What would you do? Would you like, yeah, I need that. What if I showed you today? What I've shown you today was just like a tip of the iceberg, like a chin 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 hair of what you need. Every stage of building a successful business is not a proven framework. It's really just repeated systems that are behind it that you need to focus on. So once you build that right system, you're no longer guessing. Because that's the thing we're doing. We're guessing. We just simply need to follow a proven roadmap. So if you want to build a successful Airbnb business, you don't need no more information. You just need a proven system that you can follow and scale. I got you. But you can buy the materials. What you can do, you got two options. You can buy the materials and watch the YouTubes online, but without a blueprint, everything becomes guesswork. Like at the end of the day, when you could keep watching YouTubes, it's going to be guesswork. But what you really need is a following proven system. And what if I completed a step-by-step system that shows you exactly how to build and grow an automated profitable Airbnb business without guessing? Instead of wondering what to do next and very execute the next step in the system that's already been proven work for you, would you like that exact system step by step? Let me know. And it sets you up long term. Let me tell y'all, I had my first property. I've been having that for 6 years. I that house done, paid for. I didn't ran laps around it. And I still eat. I set it up one time. Think about it, you set it up one time, the systems is set up, you eat forever. You're not really doing nothing to it except the little fixing a little hole in the wall, but that costs you less than $100. You know what I'm saying? Little things. Now, what I have built is my HerWay launch accelerator. It has everything you need from landlords pitches, how to build, how to design, hands-on mentorship. Everything is in here. But let me break it down to you what I all have in here, right? So over the past year, I have helped dozens of people every day to get where they at, to build successful, profitable business. I help my literally Steve. This is one of my favorite clients. He reached out to me. He's in Houston, honestly. He met me and he was like, "Hey, I got this unused property, this house. I don't know what to do with it, and I want to launch my own Airbnb." Cool. I promise you, within 24 hours, he had over 8 bookings. He got that same day. We listed it at I listed it at 11:18 at night. He got a booking at 7 o'clock in the morning. So he had a check-in that same day, Friday. And literally he's talking about break. You did amazing. I'm ready for 5 more. I said, oh my God, you serious? You I'm blushing like, oh my God, he won't. I mean, my dad with this one, like it's the systems I had set up for him, and it was easy. When I'm telling you the thing is easy, it's easy. But you have to have the right people in your corner that really show you. So I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? He telling me about his son, all that. But listen, how many of you guys want the results just like that? Let me know. How many of y'all want the same results just like that? I want you to imagine driving across the country without any GPS and you take a random exit and you just be like, oh my gosh, you're guessing, you're losing money, you're losing time. Now imagine you do have a GPS. I'm your GPS. I'm going to tell you what exactly to do to get where you want. This is what you're going to get exactly in my HerWay Launch Accelerator, step by step. So let's talk about what's inside. Now, you're going to get 90 days of hands on mentorship from A to Z, like from head to toe roadmap. You're going to get weekly calls. I'm going to be on you. I don't play because time is money and I don't want you to be on me like, Bree, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Okay, you ready? I'm ready too. We're doing hands-on mentorship. I'm telling you. Listen, this is me. Don't talk about it. This is the girl from the hood, thinking I'm cute, thinking I'm doing something. Girl, bye. I had a vision though, but this is where I'm at now. What I'm bringing in now, I still have to pinch myself. I'm still very humble. Even my team, like, you need to show more of your background. You need to show what you're doing. I just closed on a 2 acre house yesterday that I'm about to fit 16 people in. And I'm like, oh, I forgot to show them. Like, no, you need to show them. So y'all gonna be seeing it. So make sure y'all follow me on Instagram so I can show y'all because I'm getting better. I'm getting better. But look, addition on that, I'm gonna do a done for you analyze. We're looking at you're not making no deals without me looking at it. I'm not allowing you to do any deals. You're not, no. You're not wasting time and you're not wasting money on not on my watch. We're not doing that. We're not making mistakes over here. Because I already did that. I'm going to tell you yay or nay. And you're going to learn how to spot winners. What I just showed y'all how to find the properties. What I need you to do is be like, Brie, I found this. I'm gonna run it and I'm gonna take yay or nay. I'm gonna tell you why yay or nay because I want you to see what I see. So you be able to understand, like, okay, and you able to read the market. You get what I'm saying? That sound good? That sound good, y'all? Let me know. Cool, cool, cool. Yes. Now, what's next is I'm gonna create you a custom launch budget. You're gonna tell me how much you want to spend. You're gonna tell me what you're confident in doing. So we're gonna work smarter and scale later. My job is to make sure you get your money back fast, but also making sure you're fully booked and you're confident in what you are actually launching. Does that make sense? Now, imagine if this could do for you. How much sooner would you start earning? How many expenses, mistakes would you avoid? How much less overwhelmed would you feel? Do you even think you have do you even think having this would make you feel better as being a successful Airbnb host? Do you feel like this is like okay, I can do this. As long as I got Bree with me, let Bree do it. I'll just listen. That's what I need y'all to just listen. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? Let me know. Let me see. Yes, fair enough. Yes, she said, because I'm a visual learner. Yes, yes. Okay. Thank you. She said, congratulations. Thank you, girl. It don't feel real, but when you get into the life, you just be like, okay. Now, right now, y'all got three choices. You really got one, really two. It's okay. Choice one, you could do it all by yourself. Continue watching the YouTubes, keep guessing, keep trying to figure it out, keep trying to ask God for more, for another mustard seed, for a little more patience, give you a little more hope, wait for a call and burning bush. You could keep doing that. Do whatever you want. Or like most people do, they never get started. I'm telling you, they never get started because the lack of ability, because they're trying to figure out themselves. Like you will never do it by yourself. I even when I first started, I was like, okay, I ain't gonna be able to keep doing this for long. I need some little help. Cause I didn't know. When you don't know, you have to get the help. You have to invest in the help. So information won't information alone won't help you launch your first Airbnb. Results come from learning from a proven system consistently. Okay. Now, option two is you can do nothing. Never take the first step. Keep researching. Just never do nothing. Feel ready all you want to, but you're never gonna do anything. You're never gonna do anything. Or the choice three is you can follow my proven system and launch your first cash flow Airbnb. I'll help you do everything we just talked about. Everything. Everything. And you just have me. You get what I'm saying? I will help you launch a proven step-by-step roadmap. I'm gonna avoid the expenses, the time, the money. So if you're ready to launch your first cash flowing Airbnb in the next 30 days, this is what you want. The HerWay Launch Accelerator is for you. But remember when I said this isn't just another course. This is one thing I'll try to be different from everybody. I'm not like everybody. I'm giving you what exactly is cool in my accelerator. But what you also get in my bonus, I added a couple bonuses. You're gonna be a part of my community. You're gonna be alongside with females, males in the same journey, just like you. Y'all gonna communicate. You're gonna see the wins. You're gonna see the loss. You're gonna see real numbers, and you actually get accountability partners, real support that you actually need. Y'all can ask each other like, "Hey, friend, you in Atlanta too? I'm in Atlanta. Let's kind of link, and we could kind of, do a one, two, two together." Now, the next thing I'm going to also offer you as a bonus is a landlord pitch. I'm giving you a proven pitch that will give you a yes. We're not second guessing. Once we already do the numbers, I'm gonna send you the pitch. I will even send it for you. And they're gonna get you your yes. So we gotta do is sign, get the keys, and we ready to get that first unit up running faster. That sound good? Now I wish I had a Mia. I wish I had me. Okay. Now the second one is my favorite because I'm trying to get my designing bag. Y'all know what I'm saying? A done for you design packet. I'm gonna give you three mock-ups. A done for you three mock-ups how you should design your Airbnb. I'm gonna create it from your budget. I'm gonna tell you where to shop. I'm gonna tell you where to go based on your budget. And we're gonna get it ready faster. We're gonna get this beauty together faster. And then I got another one. Bonus number four. I'm gonna help you list it. I'm gonna help you get the pictures together. And then my favorite one. Bree, where is my money? I'm gonna help you for the next 30 days fill up that calendar. I'm gonna make sure you get your money. Because if you don't get your money, we don't get paid. Like the lawyers say when they say, if you don't win, we don't win. Like the lawyers say. I'm serious. You don't make your money, I don't make mine. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't make no money, you're not happy. Then I'm sad because I'm like, what we do wrong? But then it falls on me. So I'm gonna make sure you win at the end of the day. Now, the biggest question, like, okay, how much is this gonna cost me? That's how I be feeling. Now, with all of this, you get 90 days of mentorship, 3,500. Don't leave. Don't leave. You get the deal desk, you get the launch budget, you get the community, all of this, what I'm saying, for $8,600. That is the total value. But we're not doing that. That's usually for the Her Way Launch Accelerate. It's $3,000. That's to the public. That's to the public. That's for people in the back. You know what I'm saying? But on top of that, since you gave me your time today and you showed up, I'm giving you 20. I said 20. Ooh, I wish $1,200 off. So for today only, it's only $1,800 for today because you have showed up and I'm going to show you how to get started. This opportunity is available, it won't be available forever. Today's price is only for the first 5 people. So if you click in the link in the bio that's in the chat that my team will link right now, you are able to get in there and secure your spot right now. Listen, when I tell you we is, she said exactly, 1 and 2 is not an option for me and my kids. It's not. This is not an option. This is not a game. Now, hold on, let me move this. Now, we don't win unless you do. Like I just said, like the lawyers say. So for example, if you don't launch your first Airbnb within the first 90 days, I'm gonna continue to help you for free until you get there. No extra fees, no extra time limit, no commitment to your success. I just want you to win. That is it. I want you to experience the life that I'm experiencing even more. See, y'all got kids. I got my son that keeps scratching at it up. He act like a child. But y'all have more things that you want to do for your kids, more things you want to experience. That is for you. The truth is success is available to everyone, but not everyone is willing to take it. You took this step by getting on here, giving me your time. Now it's time for you to take that step. The difference between success and feeling stuck isn't luck, it isn't timing, it's not having more money. It's about making a decision before you to feel completely ready. So y'all need to take some action today so we're able to celebrate the results tomorrow. Does that make sense? The decision is yours. Now, so if you're ready to start wondering if you can do this, you ready to start, listen, let's get started. The link is in my chat. You can apply now for your Her Launch Accelerator and we can get started. Your future is literally waiting for you. So here is like the frequent questions everybody asking. Do I need to own a property to do this? No. I have said this so many times. No. We can lease, we can rent to own, we can do private. Landlords, no. What if I'm a complete beginner? I was. That's the perfect timing because what we young thugs say, when I lost everything, I have nothing else but to gain. You have nothing else but to gain right now. How much money do I need to get started? That's a very vague question. What is your budget? Whatever is your budget, we can work with it. We can work with it. What if I'm scared of signing a bad deal? You're not going to be scared because you're not going to sign any deal before I see it. We're not signing any bad deals. We running numbers first. We're going to view. We're doing the whole 9 yards before we sign anything, before we even run a credit. Now, what happens during my weekly coaching calls? We're talking about everything you want to talk about. We're talking about your tasks, your goals, what you feel confident, your fears. We're even talking about, hey, how you feeling today? That's what we're talking about. Weekly coaching calls is geared to what you're feeling and what you need to take care of that day. How long does it take to launch your first Airbnb? To be honest, 30 days. But some people are different and different, calibers. So I would say 90 days. But honestly, if you're ready to go, 30 days. Literally 30 days. It don't take that long. Now, what if I work a full-time job? That's great. Why? Because that gives you extra money. It gives you extra money to just help you on the side. You get what I'm saying? Now, what if I don't know where to find a property? That's my job. You just tell me where you want a property. We're going to work together to find your property. Does that make sense? Now, what if the landlord tells me no? The landlord, there's more fishes in the sea. Just like men. If a man rejects you, there's more fishes out the sea. Look to your left, look to your right. There's some more. Now, what if I don't know how to furnish or design an Airbnb? Well, that's okay because I'm going to help you furnish and design it and let you know where to exactly to purchase all your stuff for your Airbnb. Now, what if I don't know how to create a listing? It's all in the accelerator. I'm going to show you everything. Now, how much time do I need every week? I would say about 3 to 4 hours, not even that much. That's really stretching it. 3 to 4 hours a week is all you need. Seriously, literally. Now For those who haven't taken the action today and are still on the fence, for the next few days, I'm going to set aside some time for you to speak with me or a member of my team. We're going to have limited spots available to speak with us to secure your spot. Now, the link is in my chat again, so you're able to secure your spot, and we can also chat and we can find out some things that work better for you. Okay? And things we will go over on the calls, your goals, the situation you're in, building your own roadmap, getting some questions answered that you might not feel comfortable asking you on here, and also things you want to get a better understanding. Does that make sense? And if so, click the link in the chat. You're gonna fill out this application below, and it's gonna give me an idea what you got going on. And then you're gonna book a call in the slots available, and then we're gonna hop on a call and talk more further. Now, I'm gonna open the floor where everybody can chat. We can talk, so you can unmute yourself and ask me all questions you have. Now, turn your cameras on so I know who I'm talking to too. So if you have questions, unmute yourself. Mm-hmm.